ProlineTV.com presents America's longest-running pregame show, direct from Las Vegas, Proline, featuring Jim Feist, who is on a 15-6, 71% run with his college personal service selections and has two big games winning today, guaranteed, or October is free. Dave Koken, who nailed his college combo of the year and his pro parlay of the month and is releasing his first conference game of the year today. Scott Spreitzer, who swept his Proline offer last week and is coming back with his parlay of the year, which is a perfect 3-0 the past 3 seasons. And Big Al McMorty, the 34-time handicapping champion who is undefeated with his TV specials so far and is stepping out with his Vegas Strip underdog game of the year. And Roz Warby, who is releasing her Pro Total of the year free to all callers. And our man on the street, 2-time world champion handicapper Jeff Allen, and our host, Pat Williams.
Good morning and welcome back to week 3 of Proline, America's longest running sports handicapping show. Big Al McMorty, the Pittsburgh Steelers, getting it done 2-0 on the season with absolutely no offense.
No offense. You know, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, they're surprise teams, but by far the biggest surprise team has to be the Pittsburgh Steelers, given the level of competition. They held the Atlanta Falcons to 9 points. What does Atlanta do in week 2? They score 41. Then in week 2, Pittsburgh holds the Tennessee Titans to 11 points. Tennessee put up 38 the week before. That defense has been incredible. The surprise team of the NFL this year.
You know what? The Steelers are an impressive organization. They find a way to keep things going year after year. The Patriots have done the same thing until this year. I think New England's in real trouble. The secondary looks like it's got flaws. They're really hurting at running back. I think the offense is not going to be as productive as it's been, and I think their huge window of success has finally closed a bit. New England in trouble.
They made Mark Sanchez look pretty good last week. I'll give them that. But, a couple of the teams that I'm looking at, Minnesota Vikings off to a slow start. Dallas Cowboys, and we're going to talk about a little bit later in the show, off to a slow start 0-2. But I think the Cowboys have a better chance of turning things around and having a good season than Minnesota. Of course, Brett Favre, guys. I mean, Jim, last year he goes into Minnesota. He's pumped up. He can't wait. He's surrounded by great talent. Sidney Rice was healthy. Percy Harvin, the whole thing. His receivers are banged up. When they brought him back to Minneapolis to play, it was almost like he was doing a favor to everybody else instead of he was hungry to get back to the NFC Championship and take it to the next step. I think Minnesota, with that schedule they got coming up after the bye week, they're in a lot of trouble.
Okay. Yes, Brett Favre, Diva Brett, stays down home. He practices with one of the high school kids. He thinks he's ready for pro play. He doesn't practice with his team. A lot of guys are out. He doesn't have the timing. Last year they averaged 27 points a game. So far this year, they've scored in 2 games a total of 19 points. If they lose this week to Detroit, which they probably will not, but they will come back with 3 straight tough games after the bye week, they could be 1-5 or 0-6. Absolutely horrible. He should have been in camp. He's very selfish. The team is suffering because of what he did. Remember this, loaded right now on the free pick phone, 100-star TV game of the week, free on a recorded message, 1-888-294-1970.
Hey, thanks, Jim. Stay tuned when we come back. Fresno State travels to Ole Miss and Stanford taking on Notre Dame.
Looking for an edge this football season? Then go to ProlineTV.com for free plays, free stats, free odds, and much, much more, including videos of the Proline show you're watching right now. So never miss an episode. Be sure to go to ProlineTV.com.
The past 2 weeks, my college personal service releases are on a 15-6, 71% rampage. Today, I'm ending the month with 2 monster plays that are guaranteed to win, or October's executive service is completely free of charge. My mismatch game of the year and my platinum high roller are available right now for just $25. Call the free pick phone 1-888-294-1970 and press 1 for these 2 huge releases. Guaranteed 2-0 or October is free. Don't miss out. Make the call 1-888-294-1970 or go to ProlineTV.com now.
Hi, I'm Al McMorty, and I did it again last week as my 3-team parlay went 2-0 with a push, and I won my Big Chalk Blowout of the Year in Kentucky. That's now 4-0 the past 2 weeks on our TV offers, and today I'm featuring my Vegas Strip Move Underdog of the Year. It's just $19, and it's guaranteed to win, or all of October's Vegas Strip Move plays are absolutely free. My Vegas Strip Moves are now a documented 8-0 this year. Call 888-294-1970. Press button number 4. That's 294-1970. Press button number 4. Some of the offensive linemen went to the coach and said, we want Vic as the quarterback.
And I heard a funny comment about that. The offensive linemen want Vic so that they don't get blamed for getting the quarterback sacked.
Fresno State is often the overlooked team in the WAC, but with a win over Ole Miss this week, they could possibly break into the top 25 rankings. And someone who is never overlooked, Big Al McMorty. After last week's parlay and Big Chalk winner with Kentucky, he remains undefeated. With his Proline offers this year, Big Al, another big game goes today.
That's right, Pat. So far this season, I'm 34-14 on my clubs, 242 and 159 the past 2 seasons combined. That's 83 games over 500. Last week, I won my Big Chalk blowout of the year. Easy winner, Kentucky. Today, I'm featuring my Vegas strip move underdog of the year. It's out of a 100% perfect angle. My Vegas strip moves this season, a perfect 8-0. The 9th straight winner, it's only $19. Call right now toll free, 888-294-1970. Press button number 4, guaranteed to win, or October is free. 888-294-1970. Press button number 4. Well, Pat, Ryan Matthews, he's playing in the NFL, but the beat goes on with Fresno State.
Thanks, Al. But I think Ryan Colburn, Jim, the Fresno State quarterback, is nicely picking up the slack.
He's doing a great job. They go to Utah State last week, tie game at halftime. Second half, they play great. They win the game 41-24. Pat Hill has done a great job with Fresno over the last few years. I don't even know how long it is. But going to Mississippi, SEC team usually has better talent. This is a tough place to play, especially your second game in 2 weeks on the road. A lot of injuries for Fresno, but Mississippi has not lived up to expectations. They might change 3 offensive linemen this week. I look for this game to go under the total.
I'll tell you what, last week you had a nice quote from one of the college coaches who talked about we have more adversity to face. You know, after Mississippi lost last time out, Houston Nutt said, we're either going to get better or we're going to get worse. And it's quotes like that, and it's the brains like that get you hired at these big-name schools. But I'm going to tell you something about Ole Miss. They have no problem with their offense, guys. I mean, they're gaining over 400 yards last week again. They've outgained their first 3 opponents by 271 combined yards, about 90 yards per game. That's better than what Fresno's doing right now. I think Fresno's in a tough spot. I think the line where it sits right now is outstanding. I made this 4.5. It's 2.5. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. I think they get back on track and they knock off Fresno State.
They ought to. And you're right about the situation. The problem is I don't trust Mississippi at this point. This team has played 3 awful second halves in a row. So I don't know whether they're not in good shape or whether it's become a mental thing. But, you know, they lose to the FCS team out of the gate. They're blowing out Tulane at the half. And I had Ole Miss in that game. And the second half, Tulane, which is horrendous, actually won. They won the game in the second half. They didn't win on the final score, but they dominated the second half. And again, last week against the lowly Vanderbilt team, Miss has more trouble. I don't like the way they're playing. So despite the fact that the situation favors Mississippi, I think Fresno State may go in and get them.
Thanks, Dave. Now let's go out to the Las Vegas Strip and see 2-time world handicapping champion Jeff Allen. Jeff did it again last week as executive and presidential releases went a perfect 6-0. Jeff, you are red hot, my friend. Fresno, Mississippi, how do you see it?
Well, after last week's performance, Masoli is struggling in the new system. On the other side, Pat Hill's Bulldogs and Ryan Colburn, they've got the rushing game going. I like Fresno for a small play because I'm winning again at noon Eastern. 1,000-star non-conference game of the year, plus 4-0 TV action. NC State, Georgia Tech, Arkansas, Alabama, and Notre Dame, Stanford. Another 5-0 sweep, free on the message phone. Call 1-800-638-3411. Here's my guarantee. I win the game of the year, plus I sweep 5-0 free, toll-free message, or September and October free. 1-800-638-3411. 1,000-star non-conference game of the year, 5-0 free, 1-800-638-3411. Back to you, Pat.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. When we come back, Stanford, Notre Dame. Stay tuned.
Hey, sports fans, I'm world champion handicapper Jeff Allen. I'm red hot last week. Executive and presidentials, 6-0, 100%. Today, another 1,000-star burial. Non-conference game of the year, guaranteed, plus 4-0 TV sweep. 5-0 free, toll-free message. 1-800-638-3411. Starts at noon. 1,000-star non-conference game of the year, plus TV action. Georgia Tech, North Carolina State, 5-0 free, 1-800-638-3411, 1-800-638-3411.
Hi, I'm Al McMorty, and I did it again last week as my three-team parlay went 2-0 with a push, and I won my Big Chalk Blowout of the Year in Kentucky. That's now 4-0 the past 2 weeks on our TV offers, and today I'm featuring my Vegas strip move Underdog of the Year. It's just $19, and it's guaranteed to win, or all of October's Vegas strip move plays are absolutely free. My Vegas strip moves are now a documented 8-0 this year. Call 888-294-1970. Press button number 4. That's 888-294-1970. Press button number 4.
Hi, I'm Dave Koken, and last weekend I delivered with the win on my college combo of the year as well as my pro parlay of the month. Today, I'm releasing my first conference game of the year, and this will be the only opportunity to get one of these for only $10. Here's how. Call 1-888-294-1970. Get the free play that's on tape, and then press 2 to receive that conference game of the year for $10. That's 1-888-294-1970, or visit ProlineTV.com.
Welcome back to Proline. Up next, another great matchup as Stanford goes to Notre Dame. And make sure you go to our free pick phone at 1-888-294-1970 or go to ProlineTV.com. Back to you, Pat.
Thank you, Roz. Notre Dame has dropped back-to-back games while the 16th-ranked Stanford Cardinal team has rolled over 3 of their opponents so far this season. And speaking of rolling along, Smokin' Dave Koken did exactly that last weekend with his college combo of the year on Saturday and his pro parlay of the month on Sunday. Dave, that's a fantastic weekend. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It was a lot of fun, and especially the Sunday, the pro parlay of the month was Tampa and the under. So real nice when the underdog wins the game outright. You never have to sweat at all. That's the way it's going to be with a big game that I've got going today. Biggest single play I've had so far this season. It's my first conference game of the year. Now, this game's going to be sold online for $99. So this is a very good offer because by calling 1-888-294-1970, not only are you going to get the free play that's on tape right now, but this conference game of the year will be available for only $10 by pressing the 2 on the telephone keypad. $99 online. Be happy for anybody to spend that. $10 by calling 1-888-294-1970 and pressing 2. Conference game of the year, and this will win easily. Now, we got Stanford. I got to tell you something. Andrew Luck, right now, if I had to pick a guy for the Heisman Trophy, it wouldn't be the guy at Michigan who's getting all the attention. It'd be Andrew Luck. He's been great.
Speaking of Andrew Luck, Scott Spreitzer, how does Notre Dame stop this guy?
Well, I tell you what, as far as this team is, I've used Stanford the last couple of weeks. We've got nice wins out of them. But if you had Notre Dame playing Stanford's schedule, and this is no slight against Stanford, I like this team, I think Notre Dame's 3-0 right now. I'm not saying that if Stanford switches schedule, Stanford's 1-2, they might not have lost to Michigan State and Michigan, but the bottom line is they've had it pretty easy, the Cardinals so far. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher this week. Here's the thing about Brian Kelly's coached Irish as opposed to Charlie Weiss or even Ty Willingham. These guys might have lost 2 games, but they're not in the wrong place when the games kick off. I mean, when the plays are called or snapped from the line of scrimmage. They're not out of place. These guys are playing fundamentally sound football. They've just lost a couple of games. I think Notre Dame shocked Stanford this week, and I'm a Stanford fan.
This is one of my strongest plays of the week right here, so I'm not going to really comment on it, but I will tell you this. I have a very valuable play online right now, loaded absolutely free at 1-888-294-1970. It's a 100-star TV game of the week that I usually charge huge money for, absolutely free on a recorded message, 1-888-294-1970.
Well, you know, going back to what Dave said, I kind of like Ryan Mallett for the Heisman Trophy. I think it wouldn't be a shock to see Ryan Mallett lead the upset today. Andrew Luck certainly playing well, but Stanford's been the beneficiary of a lot of turnovers this year. They benefited with 4 turnovers versus UCLA, 2-0 in turnovers versus Wake. Flip side, Notre Dame lose the turnover battle to Michigan 3-0, lose a turnover battle to Michigan State 3-1. The most random and unpredictable thing in football is turnovers. I don't think Stanford's going to have that luck today. I think it's going to be an even game with turnovers. I'll take Notre Dame plus the points.
No, I'll tell you what I think is that we're going to see a lot of points scored in this game by both teams. I'm impressed with what I've seen out of Notre Dame, and Christ is a really good young quarterback. The only bad half of football they've had offensively was the half that he wasn't on the field for Notre Dame. And Stanford, Let me tell you something. Harbaugh is one of the super coaches in college football. Stanford's really lucky to have him. This team, I thought that this was a team that would slip offensively with Gerhardt going. They're better than they were last year in offense. This game's going to be in the 60s, and it's going over the total.
Thanks, Dave. Hey, a lot of great stuff from our panel. Don't move. Don't touch that dial. When we come back, some great Sunday matchups. Browns, Ravens, Cowboys, Texans. Stay right there.
Hi, I'm Dave Koken, and last weekend I delivered with the win on my college combo of the year as well as my pro parlay of the month. Today, I'm releasing my first conference game of the year, and this will be the only opportunity to get one of these for only $10. Here's how. Call 1-888-294-1970. Get the free play that's on tape, and then press 2 to receive that conference game of the year for $10. That's 1-888-294-1970, or visit ProlineTV.com.
The past 2 weeks, my college personal service releases are on a 15-6, 71% rampage. Today, I'm ending the month with 2 monster plays that are guaranteed to win, or October's executive service is completely free of charge. My mismatch game of the year and my platinum high roller are available right now for just $25. Call the free pick phone 1-888-294-1970 and press 1 for these 2 huge releases. Guaranteed 2-0 or October is free. Don't miss out. Make the call 1-888-294-1970 or go to ProlineTV.com now.
Hi, I'm Scott Spreitzer off a 3-0, 100% sweep. Last week I won with Army, Florida State, and the under between the Steelers and Titans, and all 3 plays were free. Today I'm releasing my 2-team college football parlay of the year and conference game of the month in the pros for free. You heard right, free at 1-888-294-1970 and press 3 on your keypad. That's 1-888-294-1970 and press 3 or go to ProlineTV.com.
Welcome back to Proline. Up next, the panel will be discussing the matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Browns. And don't forget to visit our website at ProlineTV.com. Back to you, Pat.
Roz, thank you. Now, so far it's been close, but no cigar for the Cleveland Browns, who have a much tougher foe this week when they meet divisional rival Baltimore. Not having a tough time is Scott Spreitzer, who is delivering a stay-perfect weekend at Smash Mouth Sports after he delivered a perfect 3-0 sweep with Army, Florida State, and the under between the Steelers and Titans. And he stays perfect this week with his 2-team parlay of the year. Scott, that's absolutely free.
That's right, Big Pat. It's Stay Perfect Weekend at Smash Mouth Sports. Last week we did it again. 3-0 with our advertised package, Air Force, Florida State, and my total of the year in the pros with the under between Pittsburgh and Tennessee. No, I wasn't worried when they ran back the kickoff for a touchdown to start the game. But anyway, here's what we got going this week. 3 more plays. My 2-team college football parlay of the year. Those are perfect the last 3 years. And on the backside of that, from Sunday, my pro conference game of the month. All 3 plays free at Smash Mouth Sports. Call 1-888-294-1970. Press 3 on your keypad. That's 1-888-294-1970. Stay perfect weekend at Smash Mouth Sports. Pat, enough said.
Scott Spreitzer, over to Jim Feist. Jim?
There must be there's a recession in the country. There's a recession in Cleveland as well with this team. This team, I mean, turnovers and penalties, man. They used to call him man genius, not anymore. He says if the players that are committing the turnovers and the penalties are going to be sitting on the bench. Well, if you do that, you'll have no players because they're all a mess. This team, you played 2 soft teams already, and you're still 0-2. Now you're going to Baltimore. You're not going to score a point in this game unless it's a turnover. Baltimore will crush your team.
Well, Jim, you know what I looked at here is the total. And take a look at what these 2 teams have done the first 2 weeks of the season. Both low-scoring games. The Baltimore Ravens, their 2 games have produced 19 and 25 points. The Cleveland Browns, just a tad better, 30 and 31 points. But it's a little bit of a don't make sense play. I'm going to take this ball game over the total. When you look at what NFL teams have done, when you get 2 teams match up, when each has played 2 games in a row that have been 31 points or less, these games go over the total 60% of the time. A little bit don't make sense, Dave, but I think it's going to work.
I think it does make sense because I think Baltimore is going to get their offense rolling in this football game. They haven't scored much yet, but this is where Flacco busts loose, and the Cleveland Browns, they're a bad 0-2 football team. Forget about the momentum they had coming out of last year when they won the 4 in a row to end the season. Obviously, it was a fluke. They're back to being the Browns, and in this game, Baltimore in a big way. I agree with Jim.
Thanks, Dave. Now back to the strip with Red Hot Jeff Allen. Jeff, Cleveland, Baltimore, how do you see it?
Well, the Baltimore defense allowed just 9 and 10 points the first 2 games. Cleveland also improved on defense. The number's high. I prefer a small play under the total. Now let's get serious today. Last week I guaranteed 1,000-star Arkansas over Georgia. I guaranteed a sweep. Executive and Presidentials 6-0, 100%. Today, 1,000-star non-conference game of the year by 5 touchdowns plus TV winners. Georgia Tech, North Carolina State, Arkansas, Alabama, Notre Dame, Stanford. 5-0 free right now on the message phone. Call 1-800-638-3411. Write them down. 1-800-638-3411. Winners, information, 1,000-star burial, 4-0 TV sweep, 5-0 free guaranteed, or September and October free toll-free message. 1-800-638-3411. That's 1-800-638-3411. Back to you, Pat.
Well, thanks, Jeff. When we come back, the Battle of Texas begins. Dallas taking on the Houston Texans. Stay right there.
Hey, sports fans, I'm world champion handicapper Jeff Allen. I'm red hot. Last week, executive and presidentials, 6-0, 100%. Today, another 1,000-star burial. Non-conference game of the year, guaranteed, plus 4-0 TV sweep. 5-0 free toll-free message. 1-800-638-3411. Starts at noon. 1,000-star non-conference game of the year, plus TV action. Georgia Tech, North Carolina State, 5-0 free, 1-800-638-3411, 1-800-638-3411.
Hi, I'm Scott Spreitzer off a 3-0, 100% sweep. Last week I won with Army, Florida State, and the under between the Steelers and Titans, and all 3 plays were free. Today I'm releasing my 2-team college football parlay of the year and conference game of the month in the pros for free. You heard right, free at 1-888-294-1970 and press 3 on your keypad. That's 1-888-294-1970 and press 3 or go to ProlineTV.com.
Welcome back. Up next, the Proline panel has another great matchup as the Cowboys take on the Texans. Make sure to go to our website at ProlineTV.com. Back to you, Pat.
Thank you, Roz. Dallas is 0-2 to start the season, while the Houston Texans are one of 8 undefeated teams in the pros. World champion handicapper Jim Feist was disappointed with the Texans' comeback last week, but continues to roll in college football. His personal services releases are on fire, and today he's got 2 big plays, Jim, including a game of the year.
Absolutely. I've isolated 2 huge games this week where the entire second half shouldn't even come into the equation. My personal service college plays are 15-6, 71% run, and today I'm releasing one of my high-end games, a platinum-rated blockbuster, a $500 value online. This big game and my college mismatch of the year are both available for just $25 when you make the call to the Proline free pick phone at 1-888-294-1970 and press the number 1 on your phone. Both games will win, or October's executive service is free on me. My mismatch of the year, the Platinum Blockbuster, and the Guaranteed. All available right now when you press 1, when you call 1-888-294-1970 or go to ProlineTV.com. Big game with Houston hosting Dallas this week.
Very big game, and I'll tell you what I like about this game is the total. I think you're going to see a whole lot of points in this one. First of all, there's really been nothing wrong with the Dallas offense between the 20s. It's when they get inside the 20, 25-yard line that they've been falling apart. They haven't figured out what to do with it. I think Houston's defense, that's given up 51 points in 2 games, is going to help them out, lead the way. And obviously, there's nothing wrong with the Houston offense, over 500 yards last week against the Redskins. I'm looking for both teams to score their points and for the game to go over the total, Jim.
Well, Scott, what they've done in Houston is they've changed the field. They removed the 20s. Now it's a 60-yard game. So they're going to score a lot of points. I totally agree. Both these teams are going to light it up. Houston's 2-0, but their defense isn't that strong. And Dallas, actually, I think Dallas has the better talent. This is a tough spot, but I look for a lot of points as well.
You know what I like about this game? I like the fact that the number's sitting on 3, and that's key here because underdogs of +3 or more that did not cover the spread the previous week as a big favorite of -7 or more, those teams now 98-56 against the spread versus a team off Suat's win. I'm going to take Dallas plus the 3. That's the key. Take Dallas plus the points.
Yeah, good stuff from everyone. Hey, don't touch that dial. When we come back, our panel delivers their plays of the week. Stay tuned.
Hi, Hi, I'm Ross Warbe, and today I'm releasing one of my biggest pro plays of the season, completely free of charge. That's my pro football total of the year. The big winner is available for $50 online. But if you call today, it's yours absolutely free. I'm undefeated, my pro totals this season, and this game is easy. Just call the Proline free pick phone at 1-888-294-1970. Press the number 5 to get on board. That's 1-888-294-1970. Or go to ProlineTV.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Spreitzer off a 3-0, 100% sweep. Last week I won with Army, Florida State, and the under between the Steelers and Titans, and all 3 plays were free. Today I'm releasing my 2-team college football parlay of the year and conference game of the month in the pros for free. You heard right, free at 1-888-294-1970 and press 3 on your keypad. That's 1-888-294-1970 and press 3 or go to ProlineTV.com.
The past 2 weeks, my college personal service releases are on a 15-6, 71% rampage. Today, I'm ending the month with 2 monster plays that are guaranteed to win, or October's executive service is completely free of charge. My mismatch game of the year and my platinum high roller are available right now for just $25. Call the free pick phone 1-888-294-1970 and press 1 for these 2 huge releases. Guaranteed 2-0 or October is free. Don't miss out. Make the call 1-888-294-1970 or go to ProlineTV.com now.
Welcome back to Proline. My play of the week is Boise State. And don't forget to call our free pick phone at 1-888-294-1970 and press the number 5 for my pro total of the year. Back to you, Pat.
Thanks, Roz. Big Al, your play of the week.
Thanks, Pat. Wade Phillips keeps his job one more week. My best play right here, Dallas Cowboys. Call right now, 888-294-1970. Vegas Strip Move Underdog of the Year. Only $19. Must win or October is free. 888-294-1970. Press button number 4.
Thanks, Big Al. Dave Koken, to you. Play some.
Top plays have been absolutely easy winners the first 2 weeks of the show this year. Oklahoma 2 weeks ago, West Virginia last week. This time, it's on the pro side. Baltimore Ravens to win this one by at least 2 touchdowns. Strongest play on the board today is my first conference game of the year, and it's only $10. Call 1-888-294-1970. Check out the free play. That's big. And then press 2 on the telephone keypad to get my conference game of the year for just $10.
Thanks, Dave. Smash Mouth, Scott Spreitzer.
Looking to stay perfect with these plays also. My top play is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Wake up the Echoes. Wake up that phone. Call 1-888-294-1970. Press 3. Get my 2-team college football parlay of the year and my pro conference game of the month for Sunday. All 3 plays available right now free. 888-294-1970. Press 3.
Thanks, Scott. Mr. Jim Feist.
My best play this weekend is the Baltimore Ravens. Their crush Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, my 100-star TV game of the week, 1-888-294-1970. This game is free, absolutely free. Now, if you want 2 other big games, huge games, 2 of my blockbuster games, the Platinum Blockbuster and my mismatch game of the year, $500 value, only $25. And if they don't both win, you get the rest of October all free on my executive service. 1-888-294-1970. Pat?
Thanks, Jim. That's our show for the week. Week 3 is in the books. Catch us each and every Saturday morning right here on USA, 7 a.m. Take care, everybody.